Okay, out here kayaking right behind the campsite. The launch is right there, right beside it. And I came out and turned right, so I'm going kind of up the creek. And it's amazing, like during the day, in the morning, the water flows in, and you see right now the current's coming at me, it's flowing out. So it's pretty slick. I guess it's rising with the tide. I'm gonna stay away from the mangrove trees right there so nothing don't jump out at me. But we'll see what we got. I'm gonna head that way. All right, sorry going into the sun a little bit, but as soon as you come out a little ways from the campsite, the creek opens up pretty wide, and you can see the mangroves on both sides, and this water's kind of brackish, salt water. I'm gonna spin around, and you see the campsites right there. Now that observation deck is closed right now. If you walk up and down that lane, you see it's blocked off. But man, so this is great kayaking right here at the campground. You gotta watch those mangroves, and like I said, I'm being pushed backwards because in the morning the water flows in, and during the evening it flows back out. So I'm going against the current here. Okay, I'm further up the creek, and next down right there in front of me, you see that bridge and that road. That's almost to the left, to the right of that bridge is the entryway to the campground. So I'm gonna go up to that bridge and hopefully turn around. If you go under there, under the bridge on the other side, it's a lot of mangroves, and it gets really tight up in there. I'm not interested in doing that. All right, made it to the bridge, and to the right is the entry to the 100 yards up, the entry to the campground. And if you go under that bridge, you can see the mangroves gets really tight. I mean, like a few feet wide, and I'm not interested in doing that. I had a guy on a stand-up come through it the other day, past the RV, and he says they call them mangrove trails, and he said it's pretty interesting because you never know what you're gonna find around the corner. But I'm not from Florida, and all the talk of the alligators, I'm not interested. But he said you can Google mangrove trails, and all through Florida you can kayak through the mangroves. And mangroves is nothing but those plants that grow well in salt water or salty water. This is kind of a brackish water, and those mangroves and can get really thick, and it's just trees that kind of grow in brackish water, but they call mangroves. And once you go through there, it gets really tight. And since I don't know this area and I'm by myself, I don't want to hurt something in the trees over there. I don't want to head that way. So I'm gonna spin around. It'll be easier for me now because the water's flowing out of here, so it'll be easier for me to paddle out. And I'm gonna go to the observation deck. I showed you the fishing deck and stuff on the other side. All right, video should be a lot better now. Sun is kind of to my backside. But anyway, I'm just coasting down the creek now. The bridge is just to my backside. You can see the RVs up front, middle, left of, right of center. You can see the RVs, and I'm flowing with the current now. So I'm gonna go down to the fishing dock, and I'm gonna go to the observation where you couldn't fish at, and we're gonna go around there. I'm gonna show you what that's about. But everything should be easier now because I'm just floating along with the current. Man, it's Saturday evening around 6:30. It was kind of hot today. This was the hottest day. It's about 86, 87 degrees, but now it's cooling off, about 82, heading down to 80, and nice breeze going down, blowing through here. It's like I said, 6:30. It's Saturday, May 14th, 2022. Just enjoying the river. Now look, right there, you can see the campsites right there to the left, and the water's flowing out of here, and I'm just blowing downstream, not paddling anything or in the kayak, just kind of taking it easy. Living the dream, baby, living the dream. Tim in Tampa, living the dream. Some nice units right there. Some fifth wheels. That's a Class A right there. Man, a big one pulled in today. It was a Tiffin. Had the tag axle on the back and everything. It was huge. So right here is, they call it $1 million row. You can't beat it. Right here, right behind the campsite. All right, that's the main branch of the creek I was just on, man, and it was a cut through on my right side, and I took it, and man, this thing like opened up to a big old lake, man, and I didn't know any of this was back here. So I just wish I had explored this earlier. Sorry, got you in the sun, but man, you can kayak all day long back here, and I didn't even went down past where you go out to the bay, old they called the old Tampa Bay. So this is crazy. So sorry I got you in the sun, but I see another kayak coming with a got their fishing stuff hooked up, but let's turn around that way, see if we can see them. But I guess I was a little spooked too. Everybody talking about the alligators and stuff. So, but I got my courage up. Let's see what we find out. All right, just living a dream right now. If you come out my campsite and turn left, takes you back down to the observation deck. And if you keep straight under that bridge, that'll take you out to old Tampa Bay. And they said it's about 400 to 500 yards up that way. So I don't think I'll make that today. It's around 7:15 in the afternoon. Man, it cooled off. The breeze is going pretty good. So we'll see what we got. I'm gonna bank left at that mangrove corner right there, and that'll take us up to the observation deck and the fishing pier. This is the main thoroughfare in front of, well, it takes you to the RV park. And man, they got all the stores you need. Dunkin' Donuts, Target. It has Starbucks, everything, you name it. I'm a little too close to the mangroves here, but don't want nothing to jump out at me. But anyway, this is the fishing pier right there. I showed you that. Talked about that, and that's the one that says fishing. But all right, getting a little close to that. Let's see if we can move away from that a little bit. All right, so that way takes you to old Tampa Bay, about 400 or 500 yards. You see how it kind of widens up. You see the backyard boat docks right there. So we're gonna flip around a little bit, and we're gonna head that way, and that's the other observation deck up there. All right, that's the observation deck. You cannot fish from. They go RV right there through the thicket. See that white color right there? And spin around, try to spin around. There go another one, but all right, that's where the bathhouse and laundry house is right over there. I showed you in the video, the one in the back. That's the observation deck. Man, this is a pretty nice park because I'm still on the park. I'm right back from my lunch right there at my campsite, and there's plenty of kayaking. I'm gonna go around that bend and see what I see, but I mean, it's plenty of kayaking here, right here on the premises. Crazy, man. Oh man, see that? I think it's an egret right there in front of me, right there, center of the screen, looking all stiff and still. I thought it was something else, but man, that's awesome. Look at it. Oh man, look at that. Hey y'all, this is crazy. I'm just crazy. All these mangrove trails. Every time I think it's the end, I keep paddling, I come up to something new. Man, I don't really know these waters of Florida, and I'm in this kayak by myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. But this is amazing what you see right outside the campground. I'm still in the back of the RV park where I launched at my campsite. So this is like really crazy, man. Going into the sun, but this is right here at the RV park, man. Just crazy stuff. Okay, I did paddle underneath the bridge. I'm on the other side. So right there past the bridge underneath, you can see the campground and just more trails going through the mangroves. I mean, it's like really crazy. So get your head on back, going into the sun. But this thing really widens out. Every night I've been here so far, I heard a little boat come up the channel, like going past the campground. I didn't know all this existed on the other side. This thing really gets big, and I guess that's where it goes to Tampa Bay. And the water's flowing that way now. So it's, when I was up there near the campsite, you can actually, the water was only like 2 feet deep. And the guy told me, you know, in the evenings it get really low and you got to be careful because he said I'd be fine in the kayak, but he was on a stand-up and he had to take his fins off because it was dragging on the bottom. But I'm gonna try to spin around. Man, this is crazy. I just wish, I'm leaving tomorrow, but I just wish I was out here more on this water, man. It is crazy good. And I wish I had somebody with me because, you know, I don't know these waters, and I gotta tell you what, I am kind of afraid of alligators. A long-termer was telling me this was alligator season, mating season, so trying to spin around this kayak's kind of rough. But anyway, man, this is great, man. This is, if you like kayaking, man, you got to come out to this park. It is like crazy good being out here. Right now the sun is going down. It's about 7:40 and it's cooling down. A nice breeze. You can see the sun just going down right there. Man, I'm just drifting along, so I'm going to paddle back up to the campsite. And you see the houses right there with their sunrooms on the back, and that those boat lifts right there in their backyard. I'm just flowing along, but I'm about to put the phone down, put this camera down, and kind of paddle back up, man. See what we got. But it's crazy, like if you see right there to the left, it kind of breaks open and it's just more mangrove trails. So like the guy was saying, it's just unbelievable. And you can go on website and look up mangrove trails in Florida. He said the kayaking is unbelievable. I stopped at a Starbucks this morning and they was telling me about different parks you can go to, and it's got plenty of mangrove trails, but it's freaking nice, man. I'm just flowing along with the current. I'm just trying to go a little bit longer till I get to that break, and we can see what happens. And over there on the left-hand side, I bet you it's just wide open, just more trails. Now, the thing is, man, I guess you have to know this area because you can get lost, man. I can't imagine, but look at that. I'm gonna spin around some of these houses right here. Sun just went down right there behind the trees. So I'm just drifting down, current heading out to the bay. And I say what's crazy about it is in the mornings, the water's flowing the other direction. So I'm gonna just try to spin around and see where that break is. And I just want to see. And you see it just leads to more trails, more mangrove trails. So you can just kind of get lost down here just paddling all day long. And like I said, 400 yards, 400 to 500 yards that way is old Tampa Bay. But you can see there just more mangrove trails. So man, if you into kayaking, you have to come to this park, this RV park. It's just crazy. The launch right there at the campsite. Anyway, I'm gonna put the phone down, put the camera down. Look at that. I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna turn around, start paddling like heck, make it to that campground against this current. But just a beautiful day, man, just beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna spin around again, away from the trees. You can see the sun again, just going down, man. Just awesome day, man. I'm like, guess what I'm doing, y'all? I'm out here living the dream, baby, living the dream. Spin around one more time. I'm gonna get you a picture when I come up. Video going under that bridge was kind of scary, but you'll get used to it. All right, I'm getting closer to the bridge, and I just want to show you, look at that trail breaking off to the left and going back, and you can see it breaking off to the right. I mean, it just goes on and on. Let me swing around, show you where I came from. You know, I was all the way down there. Try to swing around this kayak. Kind of hard to do. Sorry, it's unstable, but that's where I was. Further down, I showed you pictures when I was like in front of that house with the sun going down. It's crazy. Crazy. It's about about 7:45 right now. It's just feeling great out here. But anyway. I'm about to say you kind of paddle somewhere and camp, but you don't want to camp up in those mangroves. I told you saw a snake the other day crossing the street at the RV park. I bet you some crazy wildlife up in there. So I'll just take my chances in the RV. But anyway, we gonna see. To give you perspective how fast this current's moving. That's just something sticking out in the water. And look how the water stream's coming past. It's showing you how fast that water moving. Isn't that crazy? So it's pushing me back pretty good. But that's just something sticking in the water, man. Let's just show you how fast that current is draining out of there. All right, heading under the bridge. I shot a GoPro so I can show you what it's like going under this bridge, but I kind of got to hold the paddle and do it at the same time, and it's kind of eerie going under this bridge. If I don't make it, y'all tell everybody, tell my family I love them and all that if I don't make it back. But anyway, you can see the campground. Sorry, y'all. Kind of paddling at the same time. Have to, I'm gonna head back the other way. Woo! That was scary. But anyway. Am I going to make it? One hand paddling against all odds. Am I going to make it? Will I succumb to the elements? Will something grab me before I make it back? Uh-oh, I'm headed to the pylons. Guess I need a GoPro, huh? What's next on my list? Making it. Only strong survive. Don't be scared. I know you're with me. All right, we got it now. We almost at the end. Don't fail me now, people. Stay with me. We're almost at the end. Hopefully enough tragedy won't strike at the end. That's usually when it happens, when you think you made it home. So we're gonna see one-handed, one-arm bandit paddling against the current, against all odds. Look at that, crazy. All right, I'm coming through. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Breakthrough. Breakthrough moment. I think I made it. Still not out though, but keep going. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Keep going. All right, I made it. Strength, endurance, resilience. All right, to the left is another campground. I think it's called Key Lime Bay, right there on the left. And it's not even fully operational, but it has people staying there. It's just not finished. I drove through there yesterday. It don't have a gate up yet. But anyway, there's the fishing pier we can fish at. And right there, so the campsite is, so that's the fishing pier right there. How you doing?
Very good.
Man, it's nice out here, isn't it?
Oh my,
Living the dream, right? Living the dream. All right, so the campsite is like right there. I'm gonna spin around the horrifying bridge we just came out of. All right.